Hello and welcome to Blood on the Clocktower. So, we are playing an afternoon game with the EU crowd. This is Jack and the Beanstalk, and the inspiration for my background is the Trickster, which I spoke very publicly, and Trey has obliged me and made me the evil Trickster. So now we need to figure out how to play as evil, which evil's much more difficult than good. Anyway, I'm going to show you the rules that are in the game. It's actually a very good script, but I'm evil. So the one minion, the tall hour, if that is in play, then if people choose to whisper with people that are not their neighbors, someone becomes poisoned for 2 nights. So if there is a tall hour and people just whisper willy-nilly, essentially 2 people will be poisoned at all times, which is very exciting. I am the Trickster, which is arguably the best minion in the game. Each night choose a good character. You have that character's ability until dusk. Players with that character lose their ability while you have it. So currently the plan is to do the Explorer, but I need to know what happens because he went to great lengths to say that the token will move from the player. However, I don't think I learn if there is an Explorer in play. Each night choose a number. So basically, if there is one in play, it would be moving from where the Explorer is, and I would not actually know what my information is. If it's not in play, does it start where I am? Maybe, I don't know. If it starts where the Explorer is, unless there isn't an Explorer, and then it starts with me, it'd be pretty cool to use it right away, because I will move it, and then, well, he'll know that it was moved, but he won't know how far it was moved. So it basically makes his roll useless. Oh, there's the magic harp. That's pretty good. If you die by execution, a living good player becomes evil. The magic harp is awesome. Anyway, I'll speak to you all later.
Yeah, I totally didn't coordinate that, by the way. I had the whole Grim full, and I heard you say something about your background, and I came back when it was done, and I was like, oh, okay, that's ironic.
Yeah, I was saying how I am definitely the Trickster, and then I was the Trickster, and I thought that's not how that's supposed to work.
I know, right? I
So I
totally
do have
didn't
a
plan that.
question about it,
Yes.
because I am planning to use the Explorer. So let's say the Explorer is in play. Would
hmm
my token be traveling from where they are?
Each night, choose a good character. You have that character's ability until dusk. Players with that character lose the ability while you have it. I would say yes, the token, because you're basically taking the explorer's ability. So the token wouldn't reset. The token would just stay
But
where it's
if
at,
I'm
and now
using it
you
the
get to.
first night, then it would be at where the Explorer is. And then the
It would
second
be
question
starting
is
where.
similar, which is what if there isn't an Explorer in play? Would it start where I am?
Yeah, if you use that character each night, yeah, if you use that character right now, it would start with you.
Okay, so regardless of whether or not it's in play, it'll start with me.
However, the me not visiting the explorer would, if there is an explorer, would tip them off that there's a trickster and that the trickster stole their ability.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But I
Okay.
think that that is the most useful thing for evil to do.
Yeah, because even if you were found out and died the first day, the explorer, if the explorer
Yeah,
is
their
in the
token is
game,
messed up.
wait, they wouldn't know where it's at.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Oh, your information. So Chris A is your demon, and James and Elliot are your minions. I was telling the other guys, it kept randomizing it to where it was chunks of players. I guess it tried to tell me that the players.
Okay. I'm sorry. I was trying to write other information. So who's my demon?
Your demon is Chris A. And your minions are Elliot and James. It's the 4 of you guys all sitting in a row.
Awesome.
Do you want to go ahead and use your ability?
Yep. So given that I have 3 evil people sitting next to me on one side, I guess I will use Explorer and say 4. Because I would like to learn about townsfolk people.
Okay. And you visit me during the day.
Interesting.
Your expedition token travels clockwise or counterclockwise that number of steps. Each day you may visit the storyteller and learn a fact about that. Okay, so you'll visit me today.
Yep. Well, the reason that I said interesting is because if there does happen to be 1, then I'm going to be immediately sus as the trickster. But it is what it is.
Well, but remember that if there's a golden goose in the game, you're still going to want to come to me and ask me about that as well.
Yeah. Well, I just had a storyteller question. That's why I visited Trey.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. Thank you.
Is that just a background, or is that actually? Yeah, no, that's just a background. Never mind.
They're actually giant games, and they're just a very long way back.
Hey, look, here's evolution in the beginning, but it's still there. I mean,
that's so.
That is awesome.
Okay, so y'all climb to Beanstalk, and then there's a goose, and then there's a giant, and then there's a harp, and then you gotta get back down, and there's a cow, and there's some beans, yada yada yada. You guys have to get out of there. Oh no! So I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes. I'm gonna open my breakout room. What I'm going to do, since there are so many characters in this script that wants to talk to me, I'm gonna go pop a squat in my breakout room, and just pop in there if nobody else is in there. Does anybody have any questions? If you do have a question, just come into my room and we can chat.
If you have a question, keep it to yourself.
Into your squatting room.
Bye-bye. You guys have fun. And I'm watching you.
Okay, so for the folks who it's their first game, wait here and then invite somebody to go chat. Don't run off to your breakout room.
Elliot, do you want to chat?
Sarah, do you want to chat?
Yeah, I'll talk to you in the row today.
Let's go.
Yes. My room?
I'm going to come to my room,
Yeah,
Elliot.
let's go to yours.
Yes.
Do you want to chat?
Shuby, you want to chat?
Who's asking?
Oh no, she's already gone. Too many voices.
Wait, are there 2 Simon? Oh no, Simone and Simon. I see. Oh, I need to talk to Simon, not Simone. Sorry, Simone.
Steve, did you say you wanted to talk to me?
Well, Simone, as you've been shunned by Jonah, do you want to chat?
Jonah, I'll talk to you when I get back, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
I just yours you're higher up the list.
I just swear when I read.
Steve-O.
Steve-O, yep, got it.
Everybody's talking at the same time.
Yes, Simone, as you've been shunned by Jonah, do you want to meet for a chat?
Okay, sure. I will join you at your breakout room then.
Yep, okay, I'll see you at mine.
Okay.
Anyone want to talk openly? Because I'm kind of worried. Like I read through all the rules. I don't want to cause a tallower, so I want to just either speak openly or talk to my neighbors.
I'll talk to you, Jonah.
All right, only openly though.
Yeah, he doesn't actually. He's not interested in talking to you.
No, that was Shuri. Oh, Shuri, sweet. Yeah, let's go talk one-on-one.
See, he's not even wanting to talk to his neighbors. See, that's sus. All right, I'm here for my information. And to be clear, you said the token is going to start on me since I'm the one that invoked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Because technically, yeah. So you would.
Yep.
Yes, I would. But yeah, I will start it with you each night. Yeah, because it says.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me pull up the roll. Each night, choose a number of X. Use a number. Your expedition token travels clockwise that many steps. You know what? I don't know. What's your interpretation? Would the token have started with the explorer?
I don't know. I was unclear. That was why I asked.
I think the token should start with the explorer.
Well, the problem with that is that there might not be an explorer.
Good point. Yeah, it would have started with you.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we'll start off, because if you keep doing this over and over again, we'll start off slow, and we will start off that. Four. You learn that that is a townsfolk.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's only like 3 of us here. We can, when you got small numbers in the main room, you can talk in the main room to much the same effect.
Actually, Steven is.
Steven's always evil, but which team he's on is another matter.
Yeah.
You never know whether Steven is very evil.
Well, he is chaotic.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, let's put it this way. I always throw my ball, and I try to be chaotic evil, but sometimes I miss, and I'm good, unfortunately.
Sometimes you miss, and then you're chaotic evil.
Chris, go buy a house. Don't talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you want to chat?
Sure. My room. I'm on the.
Who gave your room? I didn't find it.
Watch out, Steve. Watch out for Mia. She's always evil.
Oh, I just realized me as a neighbor. I guess I can talk to her. Would you like to talk?
I think she's just gone off with Steve.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, James,
Steven,
you're my other neighbor. We can talk.
All right, I'll go to your room.
All right, sounds good. Have you talked to Chris A yet?
Yep, that's why I was waiting to talk to you so I could pass on your bluff.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping that I can be one of the people that visits the Storyteller, so either the Explorer or the Curist.
So he's leaving you with Dryad.
How? You leaving me with Dryad? I don't even get a choice. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think one of them was the Curist, and I can't remember the
well,
other
can
one.
I be the Curist?
You'd have to talk to Chris and Elliot about it.
Because
I'm not taking one of the bluffs because I'm the miser.
Well, I'm the Trickster.
Ah, yes.
But the problem is that I'd like to be the one that can visit the Storyteller, so I can do one of those. That's why I'd like that. So let me write down the bluffs right quick. You said, do you know all of them or just mine?
I know 2 of them. He gave me a lot of information, so I'll give you as much as I could remember without we were trying not to talk too long. So Dryad and Curist were 2 of the bluffs.
Okay.
Steve A is the envoy.
Steve A.
Steve A, who's next to Mia, between Mia and Simon.
I was told that Elliot, James, and Chris A were evil. Maybe he said Steve A. Is Steve A the demon?
No, Chris A is the demon.
Okay. I was told that Elliot and James were the minions.
Yes. Elliot and I are the minions.
Well, how is Steve A anything? Oh, you just know his role.
The role is the envoy.
Okay, I was assuming he was a minion because I don't know why you know his role, but that's fine.
No, I'm just giving you all the info I got. So Steve A is the envoy. Jack is in play. We don't know who it is, obviously, but we know Jack's in play.
Okay.
Chris
What
is
are
the
you?
sovereign.
Chris A?
Chris A is the sovereign. So there's an extra outsider in play, which is good.
What are
I
you?
am the miser.
Okay.
And Elliot is the teller.
Elliot is the Tower.
Yeah.
All right, very good. I think we should probably call it.
Yep.
All right,
See ya.
sounds good. Well, actually, oh, never mind.
True. Which now I would never dream of implementing or orchestrating.
I wouldn't try it to the game of 14, but if you're playing, say, a game of, I know this split doesn't work well on low numbers, but if you were, say, in the game of 7 or 8, I might.
Well, if it's 7, you've got an odd number, which is really...
The thing is, though, if I was the storyteller in that one, because it does say talk to privately, if you ask everyone to leave, you're still talking privately.
I mean, normally, because anyone's allowed to come and listen, I know there's probably a story that's kind of discretion if you're gaming it too much, but...
Yeah, I think if somebody did that, everyone leaves so we can just talk without you hearing, I would say, that's privately.
Because otherwise, if I ask 4 people to come to my room, is that still private? How many people do you need before it's public?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a really good question.
You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, we need to ask Trey that one.
Yeah, I'd say if it was me playing it, if you had 4 people...
What if we get a chain of people that all have one of them as a neighbour, then technically we're all talking to a neighbour?
I say for me, if I was storytelling this one, if somebody said, 4 of you come to my room, that's not private. That's 4 of you.
I mean, a lot of it's in context.
Soren, quickly, while we have a chance, do you want to meet up for chat?
Yeah, we can do that.
Shall we go to your room?
Yeah. Chris, we can talk again, given I can only talk to you or Grow, and I just spoken to Grow. I don't know why, but...
Yep, come to my room quickly.
Beat, andale. Little trick we should do so we don't do whispers is everyone just alternates coming into the public forum and just disappearing into their private chat room. Break the system.
All right, breakout rooms are closing.
All right.
All right. Is everybody back?
Yep, I think so.
All right. So. So guys, don't use the chat for in-game messages because I ain't gonna get them. I'm not.
Right, are you happy for us to use chat to say to someone, will you come to my breakout room? If it's just for that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
No, I probably won't see that, but I'll try.
Also, important question. Sorry, Trey, just to be pursued. In this game, is it a live neighbors or it's just explicitly neighbors? Like, for example, like the botanist or Tallower. What are the other ones? And same with like Bonebreaker or
It just
Baker.
says
Sorry.
neighbors.
It's just straight neighbors, so
it
it's
doesn't
not
explicitly
alive.
say alive, does it? I don't think.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just want to
it'll
make sure.
specifically say alive.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so nominations are open. So you guys
All
have
right,
fun.
so I just had a general discussion question, and that was.
Oh, by the way, just for the Jack purposes of the game, if there is a Jack, this is day 1.
So, basically, with the risk of the tall hour, there is 2 ways that you can play. Either everyone can be super cautious, or everyone can just kind of ignore. I didn't actually pay attention to what other people were doing, but I only chatted with my neighbors. Like, what are other people thinking? Do we just want to go for it?
Not
Well,
yet.
this day I'm only checking with my neighbours, so I'm open.
I played on the cautious side just in case other people were also playing cautious.
There's a point where we have to take some risk with that, and because otherwise
I have an
information doesn't
ability
move around.
where I could intentionally choose a non-neighbour so everyone else is free to chat one day. Obviously, it could be the other person would also maybe be poisoned, but I'm happy to be drunk as poison for 2 days if everyone else needs to chat to people.
It's not the first person to talk, it's just one of the people who talks. So you
It'd be
don't know
one
that.
of 2, but it means everyone else can then chat to who they want to. I'm happy to.
Well, no, it doesn't, because you would get poisoned. Let's assume you're the only one who does it on one day. You'd get poisoned, but the next day we could still, somebody else could do it and still get poisoned.
It'd only be for that one day, yeah, but
2 days.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, but they could choose to poison who you talk to as well. It's not necessarily you.
And it's not the first
that's what I
person
mean.
that
It'd have to be someone else who'd be willing to do it. But
I see what you mean.
I wanna, hold on, real question. Time out, guys, just for a second. Hey, Simone, did they tell you about the grimoire and everything like that? Are you familiar with that?
No, I played the game just in Discord instead.
Perfect. Okay. The reason I was asking because you're not seated, and I just wanted to make sure that you were there.
Well, apparently sometimes I fall out of my seats.
That's fine. I just was like thinking.
I want to vote.
I just was thinking if anybody ever actually said anything.
Well, it's thematic. The seats are so high in the air.
Yeah.
But did anybody talk to anybody other than the neighbors?
I don't think so.
I
don't think on the first day, no.
Okay.
Well, I kind of want to die on this day.
You want to die, Mia?
Yes.
Okay, I'll nominate Mia.
Yes.
I don't know.
But because Small could potentially be an advantage for the evil team, though I'm good. And I want that to happen, unless you're evil.
So the way I see it, if Mia's evil, she doesn't want to die. If Mia's good, there's a very good reason why she wants to die. I nominate Mia, let's get her killed.
Yes.
All right.
I don't think I've ever played a game where I was like, I die now on the first day.
Yeah.
So if tomorrow we execute someone that isn't Mia, and those 2 always start off chatting, that would basically nullify the Tallower, because one of those 2 would be poisoned, but then they'd be dead.
So there's some confusion about the tall hour.
It's anyone.
Yeah, he'll keep track of every single person that chats and then pick a person at random.
There's no way Trey's going to do that.
Well, but the point is, it won't be one of the first.
In theory.
Even if Trey doesn't keep track of everyone, he could spot anyone and do it.
I will just do this, y'all. I just sat in my room with the chats open and watching everything.
He's got a list printed out, and he puts a check by everyone that cheats.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry.
I wrote naughty and I wrote nice.
So we're doing Mia because she says that her ability will possibly cause us harm. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have 8 up, so I'm not going to bother putting my hands. Oh, we have 11 now up. Okay, so are we okay? Is there merit to us putting all of our hands up then?
Okay, here we go. We're going to start the countdown.
It makes a little difference because
I don't think this is getting beat somehow.
Okay, real quick, y'all. I just want to make sure for the players who are kind of new, did anybody need any explanation about the voting or the grimoire or the hands or the clock or anything like that? Okay. All right, I'm going to start the countdown, and it will start with Steve A, since Mia is the one being voted for.
Wow. Are you kidding me, Trey?
All right.
I don't think we should go beyond about 8, just in case we want to change minds.
Sorry. Not better.
I don't mind.
I don't think we can change our minds at this point, because if I'm picking up what she's laying down, she's an outsider, and there are demons that if they kill an outsider or that they trigger things.
I think I know exactly what she is, and I think we got to tell her that.
Also think.
I can think of no reason she'd ask for this unless there was incredibly good reason.
Yep.
Okay, so 9
I don't
votes
mind
is
telling my role tomorrow, but I think we should just go to sleep now.
This would also tell us if there's a miser in play. So, right? So
yeah, but yeah, if anyone else nominates, I'm sitting on my hands.
Yeah, that could be bad.
I nominate that we go to sleep.
Sleep is good.
All right, I'll start a 10 count.
Yeah. I nominate that little duck in your picture, Jonah.
A little duck. Why not the big duck?
No, the little one.
What duck?
The little one next to it.
Duck, or is it a goose?
It's actually a baby geese and mama geese. But thanks.
Okay, and with that, Mia has been executed, and the game will continue. Everybody, go out to your breakout rooms,
How
please.
was everyone ever happy to die the first day?
Why am I invited to join Cherie?
It always asks you to go in the last room you were in. So just
Okay.
hit not now, and then you can open up the list and find yours.
Oh, this is bad. Okay.
Well, the other reason that could happen is if the person was like, I don't want to be the demon. So. All right, so here is the way this works. Is I do abilities for a time, and then at some point, I become the Magic Harp. The Magic Harp is an outsider. If you die by execution, a living good player becomes evil. Now, I believe she was the Golden Goose, or at least an outsider. We do, in fact, have a sovereign, which means that Steve, if I read this correctly, if you kill an outsider this way, choose. Actually, it's this. It's this one here. When an outsider dies, one of their good neighbors. One of their good neighbors. So I believe their good neighbors would be Grow and Steve A. And if he makes Grow become an outsider, that's stupid. So it'll be Steve A that becomes an outsider. Because of that, I will likely be suspected. So I will make myself the Golden Harp tonight.
Steven.
Hi there.
Are you still going to choose to be the explorer?
No.
Okay.
So I am going to choose the Magic Harp today.
Perfect. All right.
Because
you feel like you've got suspicion on you?
Well, I believe Steve A is going to become an outsider, and the logic might be that I was evil, and so they may execute me. And if you made Grow turn into an outsider, then you've just ended the game. So I hope that didn't happen.
I made Grow.
Yeah, because it's the...
Oh, I see. I got you.
Yeah, that would like totally call out the evil team, and that would suck.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, I get you. All right, thanks, Steven.
Yep.
Breakout room.
All right, looks like everybody is here. And the night you learn... Oh, Simone is not here.
Mine's cameras there.
We can always tell her when she gets back. In the night, you learn that Grow has died. And I'm going to open the breakout rooms, and I will give everybody 9 minutes. And just like last time, I will go sit in my storyteller room.
Where everyone goes, I can explain I wanted to die, just to make sure everybody is on the same page.
Grow, right? And I'm giving everybody 9 minutes, so I'm going to go head out to my storyteller.
You want to have a chat first, Mia, before you tell everyone?
Can I talk to you?
I think the point was she wants to share it before we all leave.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I was the golden goose, and that could be an advantage for the evil team. So at least we have one outsider now.
Yeah, but I wish you wouldn't have came out with that, because if we have and now I know, because and a sovereign, that's real bad. That's real bad.
Why?
It's real bad. It's potentially really bad. Bro, can I go talk? Can we talk?
Yes, of course.
Chris,
all right, let's go to your room.
Mia, shall we chat in your room?
Soren, can I have a quick chat, dude?
Yep.
Yep. Let's go to yours.
Yep.
Chris, are you going? Did you want to talk, or were you talking to somebody else?
I can talk to you, James. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to your room.
Okay.
I'm confused why it was bad that Mia.
I think
revealed
that
what she
there's a
was.
person that just doesn't understand, is what I think. Because it
I think
doesn't
it was
seem
obvious
bad.
she was the golden goose yesterday.
Yes.
So
Well, the Sovereign I was reading, she said that one, if they're the demon, they can kill a person, and then if they guess their role. But the thing is, now Mia's dead, so I don't think that actually helps.
well, I guess the idea is if there's a minion that can turn either you or the other Steven into an outsider, then the sovereign.
Oh,
she
yes.
No,
Maybe?
because you cannot turn somebody into a role that's already in play, right?
No, if the miser's in play, then the miser. If the miser's in play, if an outsider's killed, then their neighbor becomes one. So if me or Steve A became an outsider, it'll be easier to guess our role. Maybe that's what she was thinking.
Simon, can I just say I'm glad I'm not your neighbor.
Oh, that's true.
But
So
the
now,
sovereign
like,
doesn't need to guess
basically-
their character. They just need to kill an outsider.
Yeah, so then it would be a matter of Mia going to each one of you and saying, "Hey, did either one of you become an outsider?" Therefore, we would know if there was a miser in play, and then if that's not the case, then we just need to then we know all outsiders are taken care of, and we know there's neither a miser nor a sovereign in play, and then we've just eliminated one possible minion and one possible demon. Correct?
Yeah, you know
don't
what?
think
I'm
it
gonna go and
eliminates the
call it. There's
sovereign,
a
does it,
miser
Jonah?
in play. Based on how people play this, there's a miser in play. Then
What was that? Sorry, somebody said my name.
Jonah, does it necessarily rule out the sovereign?
Yeah, because sovereign is +1 outsider. So if nobody else is coming forward as an outsider, then
Well, none of the other outsiders would come out.
Yeah.
Elliot, do you want to have a quick chat?
Okay.
Steven, do you want to talk?
Sure.
Come to my room.
Yeah.
okay. So it might just cancel a possibility of a miser.
I'll go to your room.
I'll talk to my neighbors, I guess. Either Simon or Shree.
What up?
So Chris is going to check with Elliot about swapping your guys' bluff rolls. If he gives a thumb up, it's okay.
Okay, so who am I watching?
Elliot. So you would get Curist, and he would get Dryad. Chris
Okay.
is bluffing as the Knight.
Yeah, I did want to get people's bluffs. What are you bluffing as?
I don't know. I was going to do an outsider, but I might do Snoop. But doing an outsider at this point is tough because.
Okay. And what did you say? You said Elliot is currently going as
the
Curist.
Curist.
Okay. I'm going to write that down. Yep.
If Chris gives a thumbs up, then you guys can swap. You can be the Curist and he can be the Dryad.
Okay. And do you know what Chris is bluffing as?
Knight.
Where do I have
And Chris also got the envoy ping, which I forgot to say to him, but I'll say to him tomorrow that if worse comes to worse and somebody has to claim to be on the other side of that envoy ping, I'll do it.
I'm sorry, say that last part again.
He got the envoy ping.
Yeah, I did get that.
Chris did.
And what are you
if
saying?
I may take that. I may come out and say I got it eventually to avoid Chris from having to come out and say he got it. I'm not going to jump at it. And,
well, the problem is that you can't, because then if they execute you, you will die, and then they'll know that you are lying. One good and evil player starts knowing you are alive, or neither can die. So basically, until Steve A dies, you don't want to lie about that.
Yeah, but Steve A is going to die tonight.
That would be awesome.
He's an outsider, and Sovereign knows it. So
well, here's the other problem: is that once Steve A is killed, then they're going to know I'm evil. So I'm just basically going as Golden Goose, and then a townsfolk's going to turn evil. I'm going to stop talking to you though, because we.
Yep. See ya.
Reason or something, but if that is right, then I think.
Discussion.
Yeah.
What's up, Steven?
Sorry, who is this?
Lizette's in here.
Okay.
I'm just.
I thought it said grow. That's why I was confused. That's fine.
No.
Because it said spectator, but I was like, okay. Anyway, I just wanted to get my explorer information. And anytime you're ready.
It's really exciting.
All right. Well, anyway, I might bluff as explorer, so I'm gonna keep visiting you.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
They could, and
because the minions don't have any bluffs.
Grow, can I speak to you?
Nick.
Yeah, of course.
There is a mountain behind you that has a black full moon.
It's not a black full moon, it's an eclipse.
Well, whatever. I just want to talk to you about that. So there's a magic card, which it looks very much like that black eclipse, and it's called Damnation, and it's just like Wrath of God, except it's a black card. So that is what that image evokes for me.
Oh, cool.
Which kills all creatures.
I just thought it looked appropriately spooky for this game.
Yeah, Wrath of God was one of like the classic cards, and Damnation is basically the same card in black.
Okay. Now, that's cool. But yeah. Whereas yours makes me think of Halloween, specifically number 3.
Number 3?
Yeah. Soren, can I have a quick chat with you, dude?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. He sounds evil. Yeah.
All right, Sarah, what you got? Anything good?
I do. I have stuff.
Huh?
I have stuff.
You got stuff?
Yeah.
Like, can we start taking a risk and talking to our not neighbors stuff? And
she's frozen like that.
That's what a demon and a minion would say.
The internet is today.
Really upset her when you said that.
Yes, I left.
Yeah, upset so much. Just no.
Has anybody got any magic beans?
Which is back. I don't know. I keep going between my hotspot and my internet, and both are crap.
Sorry. What was? Are there magic beans? What are we talking about?
I was just saying, has anyone had any magic beans yet?
I'm hoping to get some. So far, no luck.
Is there any? How is that helpful too?
I don't know. It's just information that I guess people can give that might help to know that there is a peddler in play if people are telling the truth.
Right.
because I think it's going to be very hard to get information if we are just talking to the people next to us, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
jumping the circle.
Simon,
well, I was going to, but the room's closed.
Simon, yeah.
You've had some beans, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, beans are in the mix.
Who had beans?
Who had beans?
Good beans,
I'm vegan. I'm vegan.
I mean, I've had a lot of gas, but I don't think I've
Yeah.
had any beans.
Stephen, where in Pennsylvania are you from?
Well, I lived in the Harrisburg area for most of my life, but I'm currently living just south of the New York border in a place called Tioga County.
Oh, wow. I grew up in Altoona.
Probably never heard of Tioga County. It's really in the middle of nowhere.
I had grandparents in McKean County, which is up there.
Yeah. So what does that mean? Are people from McKean County townsfolk or minions or demons?
Werewolves.
They're
all the above.
I would say they're a bunch of hillbillies usually, but that's most of Pennsylvania, really.
Yeah.
Where I grew up, anyway.
Yeah. Let's put it this way: anywhere where you regularly have to deal with horse and buggies on the side of the road, it's the middle of nowhere.
So that means most of England, then.
Well, I don't know. I only can speak. I've never been to England.
I saw my first
I
horse and
wouldn't
buggy in
bother.
England yesterday. It was like a funeral procession with one.
When I used to go into the office, I saw a lot of horses.
Hey guys,
near
do
the
you mind
office.
us like talking about the game?
Pretty big downer.
I'm okay
really.
letting you go about 30 seconds, but you guys are going on like a minute. Let's talk about the game.
Wow, you're the worst.
Sarah, did you say you got offered some beans?
You want to sit here for 3.5 hours?
I did not get offered any beans.
Yeah, I had the beans, Steve.
Yeah, and I've
Sarah,
watched
you had
Grain
the
Chill.
beans.
I
What
would
night?
say no.
Last night.
Who was that? Cherie, you said?
Yeah. Night.
So in
one.
theory, you can't die until dusk.
Well, she didn't say if she took them or not.
That's true.
Oh, I see.
Did you take the beans?
Yeah, I did take the beans.
Do we want to nominate her then to prove that there is actually a peddler in play? Because in theory, she shouldn't be able to die if she's taken them.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
It does seem a little wasteful.
Yeah, that's what I think.
The only thing I
Who just recommended that? Who just recommended that play?
I don't know if it's a good play or not, but I thought it confirms there's a peddler, which is.
Well, it actually doesn't, though, because it could also be that the trickster's giving the beans.
Correct.
Yeah. Can it?
Yeah, because go as the peddler, and
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't clear anything.
Yeah, that's the magic of this script, is that nothing really confirms anything.
You alive?
Well, it keeps you alive.
That's true.
You may have the evil beans.
Oh no.
Extra gassy.
Are they the ones that are mixed with
They're gonna be super gassy.
chili powder?
Pepper.
Okay, so what I'm gonna ask is, does anyone have anyone who's properly suspicious? If not, then maybe go for Cherie just to confirm if they're properly as a peddler. Oh, Sarah's got a hand.
I have one. It's a little loose. And I'm trying to figure out how much information I want to give out because I'm scared. Okay. So here's the deal. And they're going for outsiders.
We missed part of that.
Yeah. Maybe
Oh,
somebody else
geez.
should give the amazing information.
Jeez, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We just missed the important words.
Yeah, just
Okay, so yeah, we missed the last half of the sentence. So just speak in forced-word sentences.
this is so stupid.
Type it in
So-
chat.
I heard that.
Okay. So, I'm pretty sure we have a sovereign in play because of outsider count. So
Okay.
they're going after outsiders. And somebody claimed to be an outsider to somebody and they died immediately. Again, it's a little loose, but it's interesting because knowing that there's a sovereign in play, I would think that they would go after Steve or Steven because of the possibility of a miser in play. And the fact that Ro died after saying she was an outsider is a little sus for me. So I'm going to nominate Elliot.
Okay. Sarah nominates Elliot.
That's my
Sarah, do you
basis.
have
That's
anything
it.
else to add to your accusation? All right,
That's
Elliot,
that's
your
all
defense.
I have. Literally all I have.
Elliot, your defense.
Yeah, I'm a pretty reasonable townsfolk role. Might as well say I'm the curist. What I'd also say is I think it, even for, I mean, I agree with your assessment that we've probably got a sovereign in play. What I would say is I still don't think killing Bro as an outsider would have been a bad, it's probably a bit of a bad call anyway. I would have thought the demon would want to keep secret what type of demon they are for at least a day or two. Nothing stopping them killing the next day. So I don't quite understand the kill, although we didn't give the evil team much time to talk and anything, given how fast everything was yesterday. But I totally understand where you're coming from, Sarah. I mean, I'm the curious. It's not the end of the world. Just to get my information out there before we go to sleep. I won't say who, but I believe I received a message from the Pigeoneer last night. Yeah, and that's everything I think I've got.
Okay. Anybody want to add any pertinent information to that?
I would like to ask a qualifying question. I heard what you said, and then you nominated Elliot. Was there information that pointed to Elliot? Because I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Either.
Shouldn't I just say?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I told Elliot that I was an outsider, and then I died.
Did you claim it publicly or just to Elliot?
Only to Elliot.
Okay, because I was very confused because everyone kept saying that you said you were an outsider, and I was like, I don't remember that. So, okay.
Yeah, Steve, everyone only spoke to neighbours. They won, and Sarah is assuming it's not herself, so it's got to be me.
Is it you, Sarah?
I would not.
All right, we're going to start the countdown. The countdown is going to start with Chris A. All right, here we go.
I don't think the demon would target the person next to them, even if they were an outsider. Night one.
So while it's counting down, were you actually an outsider, or?
I'm assuming that's where Sarah's saying she's getting the confirmation that there's a sovereign. Is that that's the second outsider?
Yeah, I just have to.
Okay.
I was an outsider.
You were.
Okay, Elliot is on the chopping block. Oh, they got that little skull thingy now.
Okay. So the fact that you were actually an outsider means that, yeah, so it's properly a sovereign game.
You can only do that during a vote. So if you want to put
vote.
that on, you'd have to start another vote, and then you can put the thing on.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind. All right, do we got any other nominations?
Have we got any other leads?
I would just ask Stephen and Steve A if either of them turned into an outsider. Yes, they would like.
Still a townsfolk.
Not say if you're in the magic heart, but there's still, the cursed sword could be killed.
Simon, you're sounding incredibly evil.
Okay.
Yeah, nominate Simon.
Elliot nominates Simon.
Yeah, my accusation, that's a stupid move because I don't actually think Simon's evil unless he's the trickster, but I don't like the idea of me dying. I don't think it's a great idea, and I thought there's no harm in having a bit of time, given we felt like we were in the middle of something, for people to muse a bit more.
I've got one question. Someone said they got contacted by the Pigeoneer. Do they know which player it was?
They're not told that.
I'm pretty sure I know who it was, given I got the
Was
message.
it Simon?
That's why it was such a stupid move.
Yeah, cheers, Elliot. Thanks.
Wow, so many odd things
Simon,
are
do you have a
happening.
defense?
Sorry?
We'll take it. Do you have a defense to Elliot's nomination?
Yeah, my defense is the person that's getting the message tonight, as long as I don't die, it's true. It's true.
Okay. Let's start the countdown on Simon. Here we go.
Are you the trickster, Simon?
No, I am not the trickster.
Well, Elliot, if you're claiming that you got a Pigeoneer message, and
yeah, it was a stupid move. Because of the countdown, I didn't stop and think fully who to nominate. I just thought, and he made a couple of
the way to verify that is you. Sorry, Trey.
I was about to say, Elliot, you could have just simply said, "I retract my nomination," but that's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was allowed.
You didn't ask.
And the way to confirm if he's a Pigeoneer, if you're going to openly just say he's Pigeoneer, is you just say, okay, well, I'm going to read off my letter I received, and we'll go one word at a time, back and forth, and they need to match up. You would read one, he'd read the second, you read the third, he reads the fourth, and then
possible
you know
that he didn't want his role outed.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like Elliot outed it though.
I know who it's from, not because of what it says, but just because of just the phrasing and how snarky it was.
How snarky.
I was about to say, that has to do with my delivery of it.
It sounded like it came from a real...
I wrote it on the paper.
Piece of work.
All right.
Yeah. Count started again there, Steven.
What?
Home count has started, Steven.
Oh, yes. Make sure you let me know, because I will tell you off.
I am going to
Are we confident? We're confident with Elliot? Do you want to make sure? Because we have that possible Cherie sync if need be. It sounds like.
Sync.
No? All right. Cool. I'm not nominating.
Okay. And with that, Elliot has been executed and the game continues. We're going to our breakout rooms.
So I did manage to figure out that Grow started the game as an outsider, which, this is not great. Which I do believe Steve A became an outsider. I'm a little bit confused because he said he wasn't. However, he probably just doesn't want to. He wants it to be that I am the outsider.
Way to be sus.
Was I sus?
No. I didn't follow you to any rooms, though, so I don't know.
I do have a storyteller question. Yeah. So, the way I read the miser, when an outsider dies, one of their good neighbors becomes an out-of-play outsider.
Correct.
Now, obviously, I know that me, James, Chris A, and Elliot are evil. I'm not asking you to validate that. But if Maya was the golden goose and the four of us were evil, is the good aligned neighbor Steve A and Grow?
In my opinion, yes.
And then if Grow was an outsider, would the miser's ability potentially target her and change her into a different outsider?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. I do believe Steve A became an outsider, but he stated explicitly that he did not. Obviously, I'm going to stay the Golden Harp because I believe he's going to die tonight, and then I believe I will be sus. And I don't really think I have a choice. I think I just have to be the Golden Harp until I'm sus and executed.
I mean, that makes sense. Because in theory, just like in the game that you were in, if there's actually a Golden Harp, then after you die, and then if they die, then you actually turn 2 players.
Well, except if if Grow was the Golden Harp and she was, I don't know. I could be turning the Golden Harp to have no ability, but.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. We all heard what I said to Trey, so I do believe. Yeah, the only thing I don't know is what outsider Grow would have been. So, Golden Goose Prize Jewel. When you are alive, you might register falsely at night. When you are dead, yeah, I don't know. I will say if it's the, yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Sorry about that, guys. Wife just popped into the room and didn't want to be on camera.
All right. In the night, you learned that Steve A has been killed.
Well, that confirms what Sarah was saying.
And
well, or the evil team was listening to what Sarah was saying.
That's true too.
All right, I'm going to give everybody 8 minutes, and breakout rooms are open. If you need to talk to me, come join me in my room.
Sheree, do you want to chat?
I'm just going to talk to Trey real quick.
Steve, you want to talk?
Yeah, I can have a chat.
Maybe Simon.
Are we taking the risk yet?
Yeah. Simon, do you want to join us?
I just had an interesting thought. I wonder if talking to Trey
you
is
muted, Simon.
whispering to someone that's not your neighbor.
Come to my room,
So
Simon.
it says player, it doesn't say someone.
Oh, okay.
Important question. It says privately. Does privately just mean one-on-one, or if you talk with a group of like 3 or 4, is it fine?
I think it means
you
whisper.
need to ask Trey.
I think it's privately as long as it's not out here in public.
Yeah, I think anytime it's in a room, it's private.
Okay, cool.
But that's my interpretation. I'm not the storyteller.
Yeah.
Simon, you want to chat?
Jonah, did you do the thing?
What thing?
The thing.
The thing, Jonah. The thing.
The thing.
The thing, Jonah.
Oh, the thing.
Oh,
the thing.
you're
The
so
thing.
suspicious.
The thing was not done.
What are you waiting for?
Do the thing, Jonah.
All right. You ready? Folks are ready for this? I'm doing the thing.
That's pretty dirty.
Jonah, if you didn't do the thing, who tapped me on the shoulder in the night?
Exactly.
What thing?
I was the thing once. That was fun.
Yeah, it's pretty good to be the thing. Until they start doing blood tests.
Chat, dude?
So are we throwing caution to the wind with these private chats?
So far, I have not been observing that happening.
Well, I'm happy to talk to anyone now. I won't get poisoned.
I feel like we're getting nowhere, though.
You will still
That's
poison.
how I feel too.
Sarah, you want to chat?
Yeah, Soren, we can go.
I don't know, Soren.
Question. Wait, important question. Why don't dead people talk with amongst one another?
They can talk to each
Yeah.
other. And,
Yeah, totally.
Because Gro can share now. Gro can share Sarah's information. Ellie can share Chris's information. Mia can share Steven's, and Steve can share Simon. So that's now some more information that we can share nice and safely. So I can go and chat with Simon now and give him information to share on to Steven, and then share with those 3 other people.
Cherie, do you want to? Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to have a quick chat?
Yes.
I'm joining your room.
Thank you.
James, do you want to have a quick chat?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I guess. I kind of wish I was dead so I could talk to people. All right, Chris, I'll go to your room.
See, normally I just throw caution to the wind and just chat with people, but nobody else is doing that, and I was like, well, let's try it. But it seems like this is not a great way to play the game.
Yeah, we seem to have a huge lack of information.
I just keep worrying that you're going to cast that damnation and everybody's going to die.
The thing is, well,
we took the risk. I talked with Nick yesterday, so he broke it once.
Who did?
Nick.
Yep.
Nick!
Sounds
You're a
like
monster!
Yes.
Yes. Well, one person could just decide that they don't care about their role and then just throw caution to the wind and talk to all the dead people.
Mm.
Yeah, we could make like a whole room just filled with dead people.
The thing is, we want to get people who have been killed, not people who have been executed.
Yeah. So sorry, Elliot, you don't count.
So me and Steve can go somewhere.
Yeah, basically.
But he's already talking to someone.
Well, executed people aren't necessarily bad.
No, but they're less.
Getting Elliot killed, I don't think he's bad.
And for that matter, you can kill evil people at night, like.
Well, I'm just putting it out there. There's always a possibility that like one of the outsiders was a bluffed outsider, just so we think it was sovereign, right?
Yeah, well, I just wish that I knew your role so I could claim your role to you.
Who?
You. That's my goal now, is to hard claim your role to you.
How'd you do that? Is there an ability?
Oh no, I'm the lunatic.
I am also the lunatic. I was also told I was the demon.
Yeah. Well,
but Steven, I swore I was told I was your minion. What? This makes no sense.
Yeah, just for the memes, I want a script with a Spartacus character that has to claim each day that they're Spartacus.
You want to join my room?
There is a
You want to
Spartacus
join my room?
script.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, well, I haven't gotten any information here. Do you folks want to like publicly share three possible roles? Do you folks not want to do that? Because I can't shout for my neighbors. None of them are here.
Curious.
You don't have to.
Eva, I'm going to throw caution to the wind. Do you want to have a quick chat?
No.
He's like, no, name. That's my.
No,
ability.
I've
Just
been
a second,
not
there's
whispering
ring
with
at my
people. I'm
doorbell.
gonna stick with it. We'll see how it works.
Do what?
Do you want to, Sarah? Do you want to meet at mine?
Yeah, I'll go. Where are you? I've lost you there, Nick. I found you. Go.
Okay. So let's look at this roll right quick. Townsfolk.
That's 2 nights and 2 days.
Well,
for
no. So
poisoning.
what I'm saying is that it's townsfolk specifically. So evil people don't have to worry about that. So Nick is probably evil, since he's the most cautionless.
Reckless.
Yes.
Or maybe he just doesn't mind being poisoned.
This is a tough one because you can't really talk around. It doesn't look like there's a ton of info. There's a lot of like chatting across the.
Yeah, the Dryad wouldn't mind talking to anyone.
James, are you there?
So yeah. So if you have some passive ability, then you wouldn't mind being poisoned.
No, the Dryads in particular.
Yeah.
Dryad says you're immune to minion abilities.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not what I thought.
Shri, are you here?
Yeah.
Can you chat quick?
Yeah.
But if we're still doing neighbours, Chris.
Yeah, I'll chat to you, Elliot. Come to my room.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone have any information they want to share?
I don't have anything.
No.
Well, I did just realize something.
You don't give me useful information ever?
No.
I
That
was
wasn't what I
wondering
realized.
if anybody got any pigeon messages on the first day or this day?
The only one we've heard about was to Elliot.
Yep.
Exactly,
Excuse
because
me.
I had the idea that in theory it could be a trickster. I would totally be a Pigeoneer trickster if I wanted to give messages to my evil team.
Well, or it could be that the trickster is giving messages to the evil team, and the only day that didn't happen was when Elliot got the message. Because the trickster also steals abilities.
Yeah,
There's definitely a trickster in play.
yeah, that's the thing. There's definitely a trickster in play.
Has somebody been has someone else been trickstered?
Someone has been trickstered, yeah.
I know of one.
Yeah.
Because I thought they came out publicly. I don't know if there was another one.
No.
Okay, looks like everybody is here. So this is day 3, and nominations are open.
Has anybody heard another Pigeoneer message?
Yep.
Okay.
Was that on day 1 or on this day?
There were only Pigeoneer was like X and Night 0.
Yeah.
There'd be 3.
Yeah, we should have
Should be 3 of them.
No, there should be 2.
Yeah.
Each day.
Sent day 1, sent day 2.
Day.
Each day, not each night.
Oh.
Today's day 3, right? For the Jack.
Has the Pigeoneer has somebody confirmed that the Pigeoneer is who they're saying they are?
Do you want me to do it? Chris and me, do you want to do it word for word? I'll start.
So do one word and then Chris does second. And then
okay.
You don't have to say it all, but
oh no, I want to say it all.
Okay.
Because don't
trust
Elliot.
He
uses
vents.
Thank you.
Sorry, he uses mints?
Vents.
I get it. I get it. It took me a moment. Yeah.
It was supposed to be from Among Us.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Chris would know it was from me before I was outed. Same as what I sent to Elliot, which was glad I'm sat miles away from you, which he knew straight away from me.
Nice.
So, do we have any clues, guys?
Well, and any chance we got a new evil player?
Ooh.
If we think 2 outsiders have been killed at night recently, and we know they're not Golden Goose.
No, I don't think that's a possibility because they have to be.
Yeah, Magikarp has to be executed.
So
yeah,
unless we
it's
killed them during the day. So unless it was Mia said she was a golden goose. So unless you were Magikarp, then
no, I forgot it was executed. I just assumed they were all on death.
So Steve A, just so I can fill in my grimoire bit, what role were you?
I was the envoy.
The envoy.
So 2 players knew who I was. One good, one bad. While I was alive, they couldn't die, but now they can die because I'm dead.
Okay.
So I was hoping that someone would be done for execution and wouldn't die, and then I could tell they're one of the 2.
So I'm taking it the second person who knew doesn't want to say anything. Okay. Anybody? Who else knows?
Wouldn't you just nominate yourself if you're a good player who knows that the envoy knows you to confirm yourself?
There's a good and an evil player that knows.
Yeah, so it'd be 50-50.
And the envoy's dead, so it won't protect him.
Yeah, it's done now.
They're not
I
protected.
was going to nominate myself to die anyway because the evil immortal player can be the demon sometimes.
So he was better
No,
that
but
he
that
died
you
at night,
confirm
though,
an
yeah?
envoy. you confirm the invite. If I was a good player who knew there was an invite in play, I would just have nominated myself day one, because maybe it doesn't confirm me as good, but it confirms an envoy in the game.
Now I don't like that. I like the
Anyway, Sarah had a thought, but we don't know what it is.
Yeah. It's whatever. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Well, Gro, do you think we should share the information we got?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Sarah, try something out. Take off your virtual background. I wonder if that might be bogging down stuff. Just try that.
Okay, I think we could share our information then, because I was an outsider. When I died, we learned that there is a, what is it called?
Miser.
Miser in play. Gro was an outsider, and she died. And all 4 outsiders are now in play, which means that the Miser doesn't work anymore.
Okay. So, okay.
So if you're the Miser, bad luck for you.
No, but that also means Sovereign has.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a little bit confused because I don't think Miser is in play, because Steve A said that he did not turn into an outsider, and I did not turn into an outsider. So.
Well, Steve A did turn into an outsider.
Okay, well, he said he was a townsfolk, so I don't know.
He started out as a townsfolk, and when I died, he got turned into an outsider at night.
Okay, I explicitly heard him say that that's not what happened, but I that's okay.
I was trying to lay a trap.
Well, Steve and I talked that day. He was turned into an outsider, and he was like, "Okay, maybe you should keep quiet just for a moment."
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I was just confused because he had, like, yeah. So I didn't miss anything. That was what
my hope was, because the evil player wouldn't know I'd been changed. If they got nominated, they think, "Oh, it's fine. I'm immortal. I can't die," and then they could have died anyway. That's my hope.
Okay.
So Simon, obviously, because Chris got your message, or my.
Sarah, we really can't hear you.
Take off your background.
Sarah, I think it would be easier if you just wrote whatever you wanted to say.
Yeah. Also, for the video's sake, it'd be the best if you just didn't say anything. So.
So then, wait. So
Sarah.
Sorry.
So Sarah, did Sarah said she got turned into an outsider?
If the Miser's in play, Sarah must have been turned into an outsider as well.
No.
Well, there's other ways that could potentially stop that from happening.
I think it's going to be pretty obvious tonight when nobody gets a message that I have been. So I don't think there's any need to keep it hidden that I have been turned into an outsider. I mean, that's I don't think there's any need for me to keep that hidden, because nobody will be getting a message tonight, and that will be then quite obvious. So I will say that.
Wait, so Simon, you were turned into an outsider?
Yeah.
Oh, then Simone nominates Sarah, because the only way. Oh, yeah, I nominate Sarah. Sarah?
Okay. Simone nominates Sarah.
So what happened here is that Mia was an outsider who died, which turned Steve A into an outsider, but Gro also died, and would have turned a good neighbor into an outsider, right? But neither Sarah or Elliot was turned. Instead, when Steve A was killed, Simon was turned, meaning that Sarah and Elliot must be evil.
Yeah, or there's information that
you don't have. Yeah,
I will say Sarah is a very bad kill.
I am not certain how this would work where they would not turn into an outsider. I can't really see that world, and that's why I'm assuming Sarah gotta be evil here.
Okay, but I know there's information out there confirming that Sarah is not evil.
Yes.
I have heard the information that Sarah's not evil.
Okay, Sarah gets a defense.
Yeah, so I'm not evil. There is information out there that we have not shared completely with the town. I don't I have information. You're. So I was picked by the Tapster, and there was a yes. So me and Soren and Grow are all the same alignment. So unless we're all 3 evil, then yeah. But I am not evil. I've been cleared with the Tapster.
Would anybody else like to add some pertinent information?
Or a 2, rather.
You learned that.
Yeah. So the Tapster each night they choose for alignment. So they chose me and found that both of my neighbors were my alignment. Night 0.
Okay.
And there's no chance of poison on night 0.
All right, we're gonna start the countdown. The countdown is gonna start with Grow.
A lot of people aren't in their seats, folks. A lot of people aren't in their seats.
Oh.
I'm gonna put my hand up because I genuinely
Trey,
don't see him.
sorry, before I get too far, can you rewind it? I know a lot of people weren't in their seats and they've been okay. See that now.
It's not really a problem.
Okay. Well, I know Chris and James weren't in their seat when it passed. And that may have, yeah, okay.
If they're the ones telling me that they wanted to change their vote, then I would reset it. Nobody else is saying that they need to, so I'm not worried about it. What's up, James?
You're muted.
I wanted to vote for that, but it doesn't matter. It would have been 3.
Okay.
Elliot, do you want to give out your curious information now? Since you were outed as the curious, do you want to give out your information, or did you manage to answer the questions correctly, or anything?
You're muted, Elliot.
You're muted.
Wonderful.
Yeah, sorry, my ability only works when I'm alive. When I'm dead, I can't even unmute someone. Yeah, so day 1, I picked. Day 1, I just picked randomly, and I picked Cherie, and I got the question right. Day 2, I got the question wrong. I picked you, Simon, because I knew you were the Pigeoneer. At least I therefore knew you were good.
Okay.
What was your question?
Even if you are a bit snarky.
What was your question?
I need to get them the right way round. The day 2 question was the day 2 question was what role was Mia? I don't think Trey, not sure Trey picked up that Mia said it because he'd already gone to his room. So that's one. Yeah, the other question was it was about sort of, I think it was sort of can't even remember what the first one was. I wasn't making notes on it all, so. I think it was something like how many outsiders are in play, and I think I just said 2. So.
Well, am I the only one thinking it's suspicious that it's so, like, unsure what the question was?
Yeah, that's why I asked what the questions were.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, I don't actually think it matters because he said that he got it wrong, and I believe the Pigeoneer's message came through, so I don't think they were made drunk.
No, yeah,
They are drunk until, yeah. I think we've got Elliot banged to rights.
I guess it depends on whether I start being drunk at night.
You guys aren't doing that. Yeah. Steven, the 10 count has started.
Thank you.
I'm going to nominate Steven.
All right, Simon nominates Steven.
Bless
Simon, your
Bless you.
accusation.
my accusations are that when Mia died, the outsider went to the left, not to the right. He seemed to be on Elliot's side a bit there. And yeah, that's about it, really. And he voted up originally on Sarah, but then took it away.
Is it my turn to talk?
It is, Stephen. It is your defense.
Well, I didn't know if he was done talking because it was so little was stated that seemed to make me evil. Have you not? Okay, it's like people literally. I go to such great lengths to create my character, and it's like people don't even know who I am. I love to vote. I always vote, and I thought it would be hilarious to vote for Sarah. However, I didn't think she was evil, so I didn't pull my vote. And I don't know as far as right or left. I mean, it's 50-50, so I think the odds are 25% chance it would have gone clockwise twice, but when it comes to odds, it's just a scatter effect, so I don't think that really proves anything.
Makes sense to hit the envoy, though.
The envoy? Oh.
Steve, go in the other direction.
I have something you could call personal information.
Personal info.
All right,
Yeah,
does anybody want to add
I
any
will
further
say
different?
that on social cues alone and how Steven usually behaves, I have him marked down as evil.
Evil.
He plays a little bit more dumb than on things that he would usually know.
More dumb.
Wow. And Steven, this is recorded, I think you said?
Everything he said makes me so happy. Bro,
Did you say that I am more dumb?
No, you're usually pretty smart, but in this case, there's like concepts that you seem to.
Wow.
Well, I did. I will. Pertinent well, I won't say that, but I have played quite dumb. I will agree with that.
All right, so we're gonna start the countdown, and this countdown is gonna start with Mia. Here we go.
It's worse than you realize. I'll just say that.
I think Elliot's putting his hand up just to try to dissuade us from voting an evil person. Because we've got him banged to rights. I think he's trying to convince us not to vote for an evil person.
Evil one be gone! Go! Evil one!
Who's saying that? I don't like that.
Probably Sarah.
Oh my goodness.
It was not me.
All right.
That was Elliot.
So we're gonna mark Stephen for execution because
If Sarah was saying it, we wouldn't have heard it.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, everybody.
Are there any other nominations?
I'll start the 10 count again.
I nominate Simon.
James nominates Simon.
So there's something
like
not
that.
adding up here in this story, because if Mia was a outsider and upon death got killed or turned Steve A into an outsider, and then if Grow was an outsider and upon death did not turn Sarah, then how did Simon get turned into an outsider?
I still don't get that.
Okay, here, I'll help you guys out. Grow was covering for me. I was the outsider.
Oh, okay. I'll retract my.
Okay.
So Sarah, you are still an outsider then.
I started the game as one. That's how I knew that there was a play as it came out.
James is retracting his nomination of Simon. And
I don't want Simon to die just to hold on to that information, and it's going to down more than it's hurting evil, so I will out that.
Okay, so we have then Simon and Sarah as outsiders at the moment.
Alive, yes. Problem is that if one of us is going to learn a role, and that's why I didn't really come out. That's why I was so broke that.
You can't emphasize that enough. Whatever she
I
said.
want Simon to die. He sends such mean messages.
And
all right, and with that, Stephen has died, and the game continues. So everybody go to your breakout rooms.
We'll say this: not whispering strategy sucks. Well, anyway, played that quite well. I technically could have gotten an ability on night 1. But I would say being the magic harp and turning somebody evil is worth it. They should be able to figure out that I was the magic harp. The problem is that if I whisper to them, yeah, they don't know who. So anyway, there's 5 evil people now, which 5 out of 14, that's not a lot. And then there is actually a magic harp. But if it was Steve A or Simon, like Simon's not going to be executed. He just happens to be an outsider now. And obviously Sarah's not the magic harp. What does the Sovereign get? Yeah, honestly, I would not kill Simon if I was her, because you want to kill an information roll. He's not an information roll. You need to kill him before, like I would kill Cherie. Personally, I think she's the explorer, but I could totally be wrong on that. I don't know.
Okay, everybody is back. In the night, you learn that our new player, Simone, has died in the night.
Simone, do you mind if I
Can I?
about...
Oh, sorry.
That was Nick's evil laugh.
Yes.
Do you mind if I share?
Nick seems to think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I do mind. I kind of want to whisper with you two first, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll both go to your room, Simone.
Okay.
Jonah, do you want to ask a question? Or...
Well, I just completely forgot it because everyone started talking. So never mind. Not relevant, I guess.
Okay.
Cherie, you want to chat? Simon, you want to chat? Oh no, I know. I remembered. The folks who whispered, were either one of you? Did you either one of you get completely falsified information? Like, do either one of you think you were poisoned? Because there are 2 folks that I think whispered to someone that wasn't their neighbor.
I don't think I was.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Simon, if you don't think you were, then I guess that comes down to the person who I guess you... Oh, well, you're not the Pigeoneer anymore, though, you claimed. So, yeah. Never mind.
I mean, can I talk to you?
Sorry.
Can I talk to you?
To me, Simon?
Yeah, do you mind jumping?
Oh, I've got no issue with that. I'll come to you.
Okay.
Cherie, do you want to chat?
Yeah, it can do, Jonah, but I've got to be quick.
Sure.
Be quick.
Your room.
Okay.
Anyone want to talk to me?
No. Steve?
Yep.
Yeah, we can have a
come
chat
to my
again.
room.
Okay.
Bro confirmed Soren.
I'm sorry. I thought you said okay. You said Steve, not Steven. Sorry, I'm leaving.
It's okay.
So I just broke into a chat. It turns out Steve is not Steven. I'll just put this out there. There was a lot of shouting earlier. I'm dead, so I don't care about breaking the circle anymore. If anybody cares to talk to me.
I'm happy to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Soren, did you want to talk?
Yeah.
I'm willing to risk
Elliot,
it.
who did you chat? Did you chat with anyone yesterday and give any of your information?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Was it you, Cherie?
Yeah, it was me.
Whose
room?
Yeah,
was
mine.
Okay.
That day I was already dead. No, I wasn't. This is the first day I'm dead. Yeah, so no, I was only speaking to neighbours.
Oh, so you're only speaking to neighbors up until then. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But Stephen, I want to talk to you.
All right, let's do it.
And try to convince you that that I don't think you're in any way dumb.
Okay. We'll go to your place.
Yes.
On here. Okay. What's up?
Not much. I keep thinking people are evil, and then they die, and they're not the demon.
The game doesn't
So,
end. Yeah, so I am dumb because I'm literally the role that doesn't care about the tall hour. I am the dryad. So I've not been whispering for no reason.
And that seems to be really stupid.
Yes. However, it does rule out James as the miser because he would be poisoned if he was.
Yes.
But not like it matters at this point. It sounds like the miser's done its thing. So
yeah.
What are you?
I'm the tapster that confirmed Sarah.
Oh, okay.
I chose Sarah and was told that both of her neighbors were her alignment, and since I was good, I could just from there say that Sarah and Søren was good. So I haven't talked to Søren, I just know he's good.
So you died early. Did you only work once?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had wanted to
and you
choose
picked
Elder.
Sarah, and you confirmed Soren and yourself. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I confirmed that Søren and Sarah was good, and myself.
Okay.
I can't confirm it, but if you...
Yeah. Well, it seems
good,
actually a little bit odd that you would have picked your neighbor. Because if you had picked somebody that wasn't your neighbor, you would have potentially learned, like, either 3 people that were evil or 3 people that were good, which would be more useful, since you already knew that you were good or evil.
Yeah, but I thought that then I had something to work from. That if I knew I was good, then
sure.
I had something to work. We were only supposed to talk to our neighbors, so it was pretty important that I knew if my neighbor were good or not.
Yeah. Well, I hear you, but so let's put it this way. If you got 3 people that were on the same team, probably they're good. But if they're all evil, that's like wicked powerful too. So basically, if you had picked Soren and you had gotten a 2, then probably they're all good or they're all evil. But if they're all evil, once we start figuring out that they're evil, I don't know. That's just my thought. But it's in hindsight at this point.
I really wanted to make sure that Sarah was good, so I could talk to her.
All right. Okay. Well.
So have you any information of any kind?
No, this whole not whispering thing is rubbish. The last time we played this script, I just talked to everybody, but since this time I couldn't possibly be affected, I chose to not whisper, and that did not help.
No, I'm not sure it was the best idea not whispering.
Well, here's the thing: is that I still would have been potentially poisoning the people I whispered to.
Yeah.
But let's put it this way: I think the tall hour is like the dumbest role, and I hate it. And you should not design scripts with it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hypothesis. I'm gonna be really mad at Trey if this is right.
Chef 3.
2. I've only heard of 1.
Sarah, we cannot hear you.
Nominations are open, y'all. This is day 4 on Jack and the Beanstalk.
I nominate Chris.
Okay. Jonah nominates Chris.
So my accusation for that is Elliot was bluffing a role that was not in play. That has been confirmed by another person that it is a role that was not in play. He must have gotten that information from someone. So either Grow or Chris. Grow was killed. Was the first death by the demon. So likely Chris, because he was claiming Curious curious very early on in the game. So that's just my accusation against Russ.
Where's your defense?
I'll come out. I'm the knight, so I can't get killed by the demon, but I'm not evil. What more I need to say? Can you?
Okay.
Botanist.
Yeah, like Jonah, how would you know it's not in play?
Pertinent info. I'm the botanist, and my neighbors were told that the demon bluff was the curist. That's what they told me.
Okay.
Gonna start with Jake.
Pertinent info. If he's claiming knight, it's not gonna be relevant. It's not gonna really work much anymore, anyways.
Why is
Because
that?
one of his neighbors is already done, anyways. So he's not going to be targeted by the demon. Elliot's already been killed, and we've pretty much confirmed he's an evil person. So.
I mean, it
Okay.
could be
5
James
votes is
traveling
enough, so he
to-
starts for execution. Do we have any other nominations?
I think due to mechanical reasons, Chris is an okay kill for the town.
Yeah, I mean, it's either Chris, James, or my neighbors are bluffing me really hard. So,
Actually, some extra information for people. Managing to speak with people, I've actually managed to find someone who has the right info. We know that the minions are the Trickster, the Miser, and the Tallower, and confirmed that it is the Sovereign.
Yeah.
I thought we knew that because there was an extra outsider.
Yeah, which some of those we know, but I say that's the complete list of the evil team.
So you think it's Trickster, Tallower, Miser.
Sovereign are the four evil team.
And I will just put it out there right now. I'm actually rather suspicious of Jonah as well.
I've been confirmed.
By who?
I will not disclose who, because then that
No, you
discloses
don't
my.
have to tell me what person it is. Just a character.
I can confirm Jonah's good.
Oh, Elliot.
That's evil, Elliot.
Nice try, Mr. Evil Person.
Just because I'm evil doesn't mean I'm lying.
I mean, it definitely does.
All right.
Well, Elliot, are you evil?
Jay has died, and the game is over.
Well done,
Congratulations to
Simone.
Congratulations to Evil. You won. No.
Yeah, Mia, I'm definitely not who I claim I am.
No.
Nick,
I guess you're evil, right?
No, I'm good.
No. Jonah or Sherry, which one of you have been peddling beans? It was one of you two.
Jonah.
I'm the peddler.
All right, everybody. I'm going to go over the roll call, and I will share my screen. So this was, as Nick just said, a Sovereign, Towler, Miser, and Trickster game. So I'm going to start with Steven the Trickster, who on night 1 decided to pick picked the Explorer, who was Cherie, and he picked a 4, which put it on Jonah, and he learned that the character was just simply a townsfolk. If he had kept going with that, I would have gotten more stronger and more stronger with my information that I gave him. But Cherie was very confused and did not know why she did not get visited or asked about her role. Which ironically, on the next night, Cherie was offered beans, and she didn't know whether or not she should take the beans and lose her ability, or if the Trickster still was picking her. However, the second night, the Trickster picked the Magic Harp, and he was the Magic Harp for 2 days until he died, turning Soren evil, because pretty much the whole evil team had been found out as their roles. So I turned Soren evil on last night. And he was very confused about that. He was confused because Soren, the Trickster, was picking Magic Harp, and the Trickster died. So, Sarah, even though you had the Magic Beans and lost your ability, you already didn't have an ability for most of the game. Mia was the golden goose who came out on day 1 and killed herself, which then made the envoy who Steve A was, become the prize jewel. And then when the prize jewel was picked by Chris A on the second night to die, I turned Simon, who was the original Pigeoneer, and turned him into the Cursed Horde, who he promptly on the last 2 nights picked Stephen and James, both evil in terms of his picks for the Cursed Horde. Jonah was the Peddler who picked on night 1. He offered the beans to Stephen. Right? I can't remember. Who did you pick on night 1? Was it Cherie?
So I have it. So I did Cherie, and then I followed up with Sarah, Steven, and then Sarah.
No, you never picked Steven.
I was never offered any beans.
Yeah, he was never offered beans.
Yeah, I put down.
You said it, and then I was thinking to myself, I don't ever remember you saying that. No, because you picked Sarah back-to-back nights. So, Simone was the botanist. I did not know who had taken the knight and who had, I'll pull these up. I did not know who took the knight and who took the dryad as their bluffs. So I decided just to simply, hey, just tell both Cherie and Nick that the Curist, since y'all pretty much knew that anyways. Sauron, again, was the Cloudwatcher. I gave him Trickster on the first night, then Towler. And then by that time, everybody kind of figured out that the Miser and the Sovereign was in play. So I turned Sauron evil. Seeing that he might have been told by Nick that Nick was Jack, because I knew that evil needed to find Jack soon. Nick was Jack. Nick, did you tell anybody that you were Jack? You're mute if you're talking.
Yes.
Yeah, he told me.
Ro, Seva, Sorvin, and Simone.
Okay, so I turned Sauron evil just in case he was gonna be out and be like, "Hey, everybody, I turned evil, and Nick is Jack. Evil, you need to kill Jack." But that was kind of too late based on mechanical information for Chris. Sarah was the Magikarp whose ability only worked on the first day. After that, she took some beans. Actually, the Trickster started picking her, and then she even took beans to protect herself. I'm actually surprised you didn't say that you had beans when they nominated you. Grow was the Tapster, so this was kind of interesting. She was the Tapster. She picked night 1. She picked Sarah. She could have picked Elliot. That would have been funny. But she picked Sarah, and she learned it too. She learned that both of her Sarah's neighbors were the same alignment. She was the Tapster, however, and she was picked on night 1 by Chris. Chris, did you know what Grow's role was?
No, but because I thought she was bluffing as an outsider, that's why I said.
Gotcha. Okay. So she was bluffing as the outsider, but she knew that from Sarah because they talked together. Elliot was the Towler. So actually, the one on the second day when Nick and Grow were going to talk to each other, it really didn't matter because Grow was dead. And Nick, had he been drunk, would have only been drunk for day 3 and day 4 of his Jack ability. If he had talked to anybody else following days, his Jack ability would have been poisoned when it would have happened, and it wouldn't have happened. So that was actually a smart move for the two of them to talk. But Elliot the Towler died anyways, so it didn't matter. Elliot, watching you try to answer what questions you got was the most painful thing on earth. There was no way on earth. I just tried to, other than putting my hand over my face, I just was like, I cannot look at the screen.
I can confirm, because even as evil, I had to point out that what you said was garbage.
Guess Mia's role, I would have never done that.
Yeah, Trey, I don't think your reaction could have outed me anymore.
I was just like, I mean, I didn't do anything, but I just was trying to be like, I did my best to be like, oh my gosh, this is the most painful
I hadn't planned that far ahead.
Chris A was the Sovereign, who on night 1 killed Grow, and then he killed Steve A, causing Simon to become the Cursed Horde, and he learned that Jonah was the Peddler.
Yeah.
James's role worked perfectly. He turned, when Mia died, Steve A became the prize jewel, and when Steve A died, Simon became the Cursed Horde.
Which made me look sus, which was good because I was the harp.
Right.
The only thing that could have gone better is if Sarah had gotten executed immediately. That would have been good, because then we would have had 6 evil people. My celebration was only in that I was able to take someone down with me. Soren, you lose too.
So yeah, that is our game. Oh, by the way, the envoy at the beginning of the game, the magic harp and the towler. So the two most important kind of, in my opinion, roles for the game, the role that keeps people from talking across the grim was protected, and yet the magic harp, the person who could turn people evil, was protected. But then Steven started taking a role. And so that was kind of funny. And then Steve A. So and as Steven pointed out, if I had made Grow actually the outsider, it would have outed all four of the evil team. That it had passed over all those people to go to Grow. So I chose Steve A, who had been the envoy, which made kind of sense because Elliot probably expected not to die when he was on the chopping block, but yet Steve A had already turned into the prize jewel, and thus he got to die. Same with Sarah, but Sarah probably knew that she lost that protection earlier than Elliot probably did. So that is that, folks.
I knew
that was
Steve
actually.
was
I mean, other than
outsider.
Chris A being found out because of mechanical information, I felt that game went pretty evenly across the board.
I had fun. I played awful.
I just want to put it out there. Shree, myself, James, and Chris were all in a chat, like in the lobby together, and I just asked them for some information on what their bluff rolls were and all that kind of stuff. And the moment they said their bluff rolls, I put them down as evil, as well as Steven and Elliot. And I was like, this can't be real. Like, Trey would not do this to the good team, but four evil people right beside each other. But I was like...
The other thing I didn't like was Jonah was like fishing for Elliot. He's like, who did you whisper to? Elliot. You don't have to answer questions. Like, you're like, oh, I only whispered to my neighbors. It's like, well, you do realize he knows you're evil and he's going to go for your neighbor now. like, just be like, hey, if you didn't take notes, that's your problem.
Someone else will have.
Even when you picked the Explorer on day one, I wanted to die.
I did that for two reasons. A, I wanted to learn about people. However, he literally said townsfolk. I'm like, well, that's about the most horrendous piece of information because I know that everyone for the most part is going to be townsfolk. But the second thing was that I made your roll suck.
Yeah, that's the part. I was like, I don't know where my token
Nick,
is.
So Nick, to say that the four people together is mean, it's actually not, because had they not been able to talk to people, they wouldn't have got their bluff rolls. They would have been on an island all together. It is what it is. They wouldn't have had any information, but they were able to talk very freely on the first 2 days.
It's a twofer. Yeah, early game it's good because they can get their bluffs and talk amongst each other. That's what I was putting in chat. But late game, they are pigeonholed. So they're not sprinkled throughout town hearing what we're whispering about or what information is going around or being able to counter something.
Well, and since there was four of us, I didn't have a bluff anyway, so I didn't need...
Well, that's true. And James, you...
Well, anyway, that is Jack and the Beanstalk, which I quite like. I think is a fairly well-balanced script. I don't know. I really enjoyed the orbital space station script. However, I've determined that is not well-balanced, and it very much so favors good. And I don't know, this particular play definitely favored good, but I don't actually know. My thoughts on the script are that there's a lot of very good information rolls. However, the Trickster messes everything up. However, the problem with the Trickster is that since good is not prompted when they lose their ability, they can figure out that it's the Trickster. And basically, the good rolls can confirm themselves, and then, yeah, the Trickster isn't as good as it would be. Like, another way that the Trickster could be worded is if you pick an in-play roll, that character is poisoned tonight. And then I think that would be better for evil. The fact that the good player doesn't get their ability. If the Trickster takes the Pigeoneer and sends a message, then the Pigeoneer can say, I didn't act, or whatever, as long as the Pigeoneer's out. Anyway, I'm not sour about the game. Like I said, I don't know if it was recorded, but I turned Soren evil and I wrecked Cherie's game. So those are small wins. I'll take what I can get. I think it would have been awesome if we had executed Sarah. However, I don't think we're likely to execute Sarah early, so that's just unfortunate that she happened to be the Golden Harp. Yeah, I don't know. That's the game. We lost. I'll see you next time.